In this video, we will study how to use Latex word processing tool using Overleaf.com. So, to study, Latex is an open source tool. We can install it as a desktop application in our PC, but the Overleaf.com is providing a way to us that we can use Latex through a web app. So, in this view of Overleaf.com, you can see that there are lots of projects I'm currently working on. So in this basic project I will open just to show you how the functionality works. So there are mainly three windows in the overleafproject.com. The code of your manuscript, the files related to that manuscript, and the output PDF. So here we can see that in that project whatsoever the figures are required are present are available in this folder. The main text file, which is the main file in which we write the manuscript, and the class file of that manuscript provided by the publisher, and the reference related to the files is available in this particular bibliography file .bib. So let's start with the main .text file. So in this file we can see that first there is a slash document class preprint ELSA article. So this particular line is explaining about which kind of document we are preparing and with what setting. So ELSA article is a library that defines the kind of manuscript we are going to have. So in this way we can see that in what area we will write our text and words. So that those particular definitions are available in this library, and this particular file is the definition of this setting is available in this .bst file, which was provided by Elsevier. This is a particularly Elsevier template, and just like in C or C++, we use header files to use the functions related to those header files in the code. Same way in the Latex we have packages. There are multiple packages are there. So with examples we can see the use of these packages. With the example we will study these the use of each and every packages. If you are adding any extra package, it does not create any problem. Sometimes the package collide with each other, so at a time we have to remove one single package. So with this line slash begin document, our document starts, and the front the first code belongs to the front matter. So we start with the slash begin front matter, and in this we provide the author name and the author affiliation. So we can see that with this command slash author, the author name has been provided, and here we can provide the multiple authors name and the information related to them. So in this only one author currently I am writing, that's my name, and this slash text double T is used for writing used for writing fonts like we have available in typewriters. So generally we provide email IDs with using this slash text double T command. Suppose I have provide my email ID. So we can observe the output of this particular command slash text triple T in this. So we can see that author name is available over there, and here we are in the typewriter type of fonts we have the email ID. We can write about multiple authors, just like I can write suppose I'm writing again this particular author. Suppose I want to write as I'm writing two, so I am the second author. I can write one more author in this. Suppose I'm considering John as the first author. So let's check whether what's the output we are going to see. So the John is with the first author, second author is me, that is Vijay Kumar Bohat, and my email ID is there. So we can also write the email ID of the John. and after that this double slash for next line. So we can provide the email ID john@gmail.com, and we can observe the output after the compilation in the PDF window. So see, the author 1, its email ID, author 2, its email ID, and these are the affiliations of the author. So here I am providing the affiliation of mine. The John affiliation we can write in this place. Suppose John belongs to triple ITM Gwalior. So we can write, we can compile this command, and here the John, its email ID, the second author, its email ID, the affiliation of the first author, and the affiliation of the second author. In this way, you can write, you can add multiple authors and their affiliations with their email IDs. The second important aspect of our manuscript is abstract. So with this, generally in majority of the templates of Elsevier, IEEE, Springer, they use this begin abstract and end abstract command for providing the space for writing the abstract. So whatsoever you write in between them will consider as the abstract, and then after abstract you're supposed to write the keywords that represents your work. So in this slash begin keyword and end keyword, we will write the keywords that belongs to our project, and after this we end our front matter. So our front matter includes this much amount of portion, which includes the author and their affiliation, abstract, and keywords. After the front matter overs, when the front matter overs, we go to the introductions. We usually write the sections, different sections, and suppose in this in this template we are writing one section, that is introduction, and after that there is section conclusion, and the reference files, that is bibliography files, and the document is ended. So we can observe the output of it. I've removed all the subsections. Like here we are not providing any reference to any other paper. So reference section is empty, and introduction, conclusion, conflict of interest, we are writing in the references files. So suppose in introduction section I'm writing, this is my introduction, and in this introduction section we want to write one subsection, that is motivation. So for that, which command I will use? I will use slash subsection motivation. So we can observe the output of this, that under introduction there will be a subsection that will be motivation, that is 1.1. Same way we can create several subsections, or even under motivation I can create again a subsection. So under a section there is one subsection, and if you want to create subsection of this subsection, then we have to use the command subsection, and in this we can write the contents, and we can observe the difference. So the serial number will be 1.1.1, like this. So under a section we can add subsections, and under the subsections we can add subsections, and we can describe them. So as per, we can decide the flow of, as per this technique we can decide the flow of the manuscript. One more important thing that I want to discuss, suppose in some other section, like in conclusion, In conclusion, we want to refer introduction section. Like introduction section is number 1. So we want to write this in section 1. We have presented section of suppose I'm working on ECG. So if I compile it, so it is showing that in section 1 we have presented the introduction of ECG, but here we are referring another section by manually assigning it a number, that is number 1, because we know that it is number 1. But that thing can be done by the latex itself by providing proper labels. So what's the use of the labels? The labels, suppose this introduction section is changed. Suppose introduction section is, we are writing this section after conclusion. Then what happens? That we have written manually in section 1 we have presented, but currently conclusion is the section 1. Okay, conclusion is a section 1. So now that numbering, that is 1 what we have provided, is currently it's wrong. So just not to make this mistake, because see, we can shuffle our sections and there are lots of shuffling while writing the paper, so we must include proper referencing to that particular section. For that we use the label thing, and we go to our manuscript again, and the introduction section I will provide this section as label, and I will provide its label as intro. Now when I want to refer this section in this conclusion, I will go to /ref and I will write /ref intro, and then I will compile. So it will automatically detect the number of that introduction section. So it's currently like in section 2 we have presented the introduction of ECG, and suppose if I change the location of my introduction section, I will make it introduction section as 1 again, number 1 again. So let's see what's the difference it will make. So now introduction is a first section under which there are two there is a subsection called motivation, and under motivation there is one subsection called explanation, and conclusion is the second section. But still the number is changed automatically because we are using labels. So that's how we can create sections, subsections, and we must use every time a label for every section so that we can refer it in the other parts of the article without making any mistakes. In the next video, we will study how to add figures in the Latex word processing tool. Thank you.